Hello, everybody. My name is Kiah Stroud. I'm a senior software engineer with software services by scientist.com, also known as SoftServe, and I'll be giving the update for the Samvera developer onboarding working group. So our current members are Kate Sewell, Julie Hardesty, Heather Greer-Klein, and myself. The goals of the working group are to create documentation and other resources designed to help Samvera developer teams onboard a developer who has no Samvera experience, and then also to create plans to ensure this documentation can stay up to date via scheduled reviews and updates. We decided early on, working in the working group, on a roadmap and decided that we would focus on these locations as far as updating making sure that documentation is updated. And in these locations, we decided that all of them should point to each other and then also target some specific audiences, those being repository managers, including those who are considering Hyrax as a solution or other Samvera solutions, and then also developers who are working in the stack and DevOps persons who are responsible for deploying Samvera stacks. Where are we now in the process? Right now, we have compiled a current list of existing documentation and analyzed that list to see what is out there, what's up to date, what's outdated, what's no longer relevant, what can be merged into other locations, and then also plan how to move forward with that knowledge. So we have finished phase 1 just recently and started phase 2, which is going to be focusing on updating the Hyrax README. Each of those focus locations from the roadmap are going to be broken out into their own phases, where all of us focus on getting them up to date for everyone. After phase 2, or just next for the group in general, moving forward from now, we are planning to have phase 2, the Hyrax README update, done by January of the next year, 2023. And then after that, we will be moving on to the next focus location on the roadmap, which has at this point yet to be determined. And if you're interested in joining and contributing, we're specifically looking for supervisors and senior developers who have faced the challenger of developer onboarding. Also looking for new developers in the Samvera stack. Their perspective can be really helpful as far as identifying pain points. And then also anyone else interested really or feels strongly about what the work that we're doing. If you are interested, you can reach out to either myself in Slack or Heather, and we'll be able to help you join the group. And that's it for this update.
Excellent. Thanks, Kiah. So next up, we have James, if you're ready, James.
Yes, can everyone see my?
Yes, looks great.
Thank you. Okay, hello everyone. My name is James Griffin. I am a research data infrastructure developer with the Princeton University Library, and my pronouns are he, him, his. And I'm going to be providing a short update for the core component maintenance working group. Following the last Samvera Connect as well as Developer Congress, this has actually been restructured as the component interest group. Currently, there is a regularly scheduled meeting time from 9 a.m. Pacific or 12 Eastern, held every Thursday weekly, although there has been a hiatus for a number of weeks in preparation for Samvera Connect. The Slack channel dedicated for component maintenance is hashtag component maintenance. There is an actual dedicated Confluence page building off of the previous working group phases for those who are familiar with the working group in the past. And on this page, there's also a listing of the resources that currently are being queued to be addressed from the standpoint of active ongoing maintenance and just standardization and cleanup. A number of these are also within the Samvera Labs organization, and there are some links here as well to documentation. Now, currently, there is no active ongoing activity, as there's actually a community discussion that's been initiated on Samvera Tech. Thank you very much, Heather and Rob Kaufman, for leading and organizing much of this. There's actually a poll on Samvera Tech for all members of the community who are very interested in seeing how core components can really be actively restructured given the shift in developer resources and, in fact, a likely shift in demand for the usage of certain core components. We're very interested in any and all feedback in a general sense for who might be available to take on the responsibility of product ownership, or just generally getting a sense for guidance and desired paths ahead for maintaining core components. And pending this discussion in early November, planning future community sprints and efforts will remain an aim of the component maintenance interest group. For anyone who happens to be interested in participating in these efforts, or again, just interested or concerned regarding their active usage of core components, please contact me on Slack. I have both my alias here, as well as I'm open to contact attempts by email, and I will render myself available. Beyond this, I look forward to the meeting in early November, and I welcome, again, any and all questions. Thank you very much.
Thanks, James. So I have next up Nora.
Hi, can everyone see my screen?
Yep, looks great.
All right, so hi, I'm Nora Zimmerman. I'm the digital repository librarian at Lafayette College. And along with Anna Goslin at UNC Chapel Hill, I'm a co-facilitator of the Samvera Metadata Interest Group. Anna and I will be rotating off as co-facilitators, and we are welcoming the new SMIG facilitator starting right now at Samvera Connect for the next year, who is Anna Marie Close from The Ohio State University. So the Samvera Metadata Interest Group concentrates primarily on metadata as it relates to Samvera projects, in conversation with developments in broader metadata practitioner communities. So the purpose and goals of SMIG, as it's known, is to provide support for the community and a space in our monthly meetings to ask metadata questions. We also identify models that may help Samvera newcomers and prospective implementers. We work to further interoperability among Samvera projects, and we collect and create documentation related to metadata modeling. We meet monthly on the fourth Tuesday of every month from 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern via Zoom. And you can find notes from all of our meetings, demos, and roundtables, as well as some of the documentation that we've collected at our dedicated wiki page on the Confluence. The link for that is on this slide, and is also on the metadata and interest group hub of the wiki. And there is a Slack channel in the Samvera community workspace, which is just metadata. So in the past year, we met monthly. We held 2 roundtable discussions. The first one in January was on metadata for diversity, equity, and inclusion. At that roundtable, we had panelists from Indiana University, University of Tennessee, and Princeton, who shared their work with regards to drafting harmful language statements for their collections and creating reporting forms for users. In September, we had a roundtable on accessibility work in the metadata context. In the past year, we also had discussions and began work to gather documentation on Samvera's support for OAI PMH harvesting. The work so far on that is available on our wiki at this link right here, and it's ongoing. We have continued to collaborate and liaise with the Roadmaps Alignment Group and the HIRAX Interest Group. Our next meeting is Tuesday, November 22nd from 2 to 3. And this is an open group. Anyone can join, and anyone can help out with the work on this. So that's it for me. Thanks.
Thanks, Nora. And then next we have John Cameron.
Share my screen up. Hello, everyone. I'm John Cameron, and I'm here to do the Roadmaps Alignment Group update for the Samvera Connect. There we go. So the Roadmaps Alignment Group, our main objective is to basically be sort of a high-level interface to identify sort of the things that are going on across the community, things that people want to work on, conflicts, issues, and tries to work with basically a wide variety of interests within the Samvera community, and also be a point of communication. So here are the current members. So this isn't entirely accurate. So one, I want to welcome Rebecca as the product owner for HIRAX, who will be subbing in for Julie, who's moving to the representative for the Samvera Metadata Interest Group. And Alexandra Dunn also joins us. And Nabila, of course, is moving on to a position at Michigan Medicine, so I'll miss her, but she was representing the Samvera Repository Management Interest Group and was a long-running member of this group as well. So some of the activities we've done since last Connect, one, we've been talking about piloting interns, maybe that's worded weirdly, but a mentorship program. So this is coming from Rob Kaufman. And so if you're interested in that sort of thing, you should maybe get in touch with him. But it's something that we're interested in talking about. Another thing on the list is the GitHub Teams and Maintenance Repo and the Samvera Development Dependency Communication Plan, which I'll talk a little bit more about. So one thing that I want to mention is work on GitHub. So some of this is not super recent, but I wanted to call it out specifically about maintenance repository updates. So we have this maintenance repository, and it has a dedicated project board for core components. James has set up all sorts of interesting things. Set up scripts so everybody can push Ruby gems. He pruned up the GitHub team. So I want to say thank you, James. Check out that work if you haven't seen that in our organization. And the other thing going on right now is the Samvera Development Dependency Communication Plan. So the idea behind this is basically to make sure that we have some sort of maintained schedule or some sort of communication system to make it proactive rather than reactive when there are large dependency updates that might impact the community or a wide range of the software that we work on. So this is currently in the draft stage, but the idea here is, basically a communication chain of project owners talking to the Roadmaps Alignment Group, working to schedule and organize community sprints. Any relevant deadlines, the work needed, and sort of getting all that a little more organized, just so that we can really sort of streamline that within the community. So that's the idea. And so what's next for the Roadmap Alignment Group? There's not a whole lot of updates because we took a hiatus for the summer. But again, we want to finalize that communications plan for predictable maintenance. That's currently the focus. Reviewing the group charter again, we've had some different changes within the group. So I think we're also just thinking, what is the next step? How do we look forward? And that's my update. So thank you. Documents are on the wiki. We're also on Samvera Slack, so anybody can jump in and talk to us or anything like that. So thank you.